This chapter is almost at an end. One more load, which reminds me, I need one of these things. This is all I have left. Not much at all. Some of this stuff I'm going to be throwing up on taking over to Whatnot tonight and creating more auctions here soon to move some stuff. But I definitely want to keep this. This is the tent I've been using for when we go to the flea market. I've been talking to my friend, Carrie the Desert Mermaid, and she said she wants to go back to the flea market and sell some stuff. And I told her I don't have that much stuff left, but there's always stuff to sell. All right, well, last minute checks, getting stuff out of here. I think I picked up everything. Trash. How's everything look, folks? Clean? I'm also recording for evidence. This is something that came with the storage unit. Maybe I should take it. Yeah, I should take it. All right, that is it. Take some pictures and we are done. Oh, yes. We are done. We're done. Sometimes it makes making mistakes and trying things to figure out what you want and what you don't want. And I got a lot of more work ahead of me. Let's push this up and get out of here, because this is the last time we're gonna have a storage unit. Bye-bye. Storage unit. No mas. No more. No more payments. Extra $200 in my pocket. I also ended up... What you doing, boy? What you doing up there? Huh? Looking all artsy and stuff. This would have been a great photo when I was in photography class, because they had things that they wanted me to have, like geographical offsetting photos, and this would have been perfect, tip. If only. But we're here now, right? And you weren't here back then. You were the gap that I was missing in my heart and soul. Yeah. Because who's a good boy? What you smelling? That's me. He acts like somebody comes in the house and like takes over while he's asleep. What? Were you sleeping? What's going on, buddy? You just chilling? I'm about to go to the gym. I just cleaned out the storage unit. Next is the garage, right? And finish my office. I also ended what's going to save me an additional $50 to $60 is StreamYard. It's a platform I was using to do lives and podcasts. And now that I'm not doing that anymore, I just want to be focusing on things and cutting the fat off some things and save more money that makes sense for me. I'm also doing that literally by working out every day. And in time, I am going to see a lot of progress, and I'm excited about it. And I was looking at the time and I was like, it's 12:37 right now. I could get to the gym by 1 and then be back by about a little after 2. Come on, Tip. Come on, boy. And then wash up and get ready for today's Whatnot auction. So I was talking to Carla about my knickknacks and what I have scheduled, and she wants to do something. So I was like, okay, I'll change it. That's not a problem at all. It's not set in stone anyways. And plus, those are already people scheduled at the same time that it's all right, for me at least, and for them. There's no rules about having the same time frame as other people when you're running auctions. You do what you could do when you can. Make use of what you have as long as it keeps working out until it doesn't. And I've been contemplating about getting a second phone. My phone has been acting up for some time now, and I'm getting tired of it. And that's where it gets to the point of, okay, now I can invest in something better. But then I have these other things like, do I just hold on to it, this phone, until it just gives out completely? Because I'm also working on now, my next big goal is paying off my truck. And these auctions that I'm creating and doing more listings is definitely going to help me bring an end to another payment. And that, oh my goodness. So that the storage unit, StreamYard, some other applications that I was using, that would save me close to around $1,000 a month. All right, ladies and gents, gym earlier, check. Whatnot just finished. That's what I have left over, and I'm going to be trying to run them again. Sometimes the things that you have, just because they don't sell in auctions or anywhere, is not the end of it. Keep trying to sell them. Keep scheduling yourself, being active on what you have. I used to have the bad habit of when things weren't selling, I was trying to find something else to replace it, to make up for it. That is not the way to go. Keep trying to sell this stuff. It will sell. You just have to keep building your clientele up and advertising yourself and putting yourself out there. And you're doing it because you're worth it. Here's the bundle of things that ended up selling. That didn't sell. But I sold these here. Quite a bit of shirts. That Afghan lap, I think knitted or crocheted thing that I bought from Caesar. I sold it for a couple of dollars. I bought it for a couple of dollars, and I think it sold for $4. So not a lot of profits. I know that, but I'm also clearing out space and all these other things. Majority of these shirts I bought recently from a church sale for $1. And this was this mini shirt I showed y'all in the past here that I got it from the Salvation Army Benz. I paid like less for $1, sold for $4. So I know a lot of my things are not selling for big money, but for me, it's going to add up. And I know I'm going to be working my way up to bringing back the business that I had before, as long as I continue to be consistent and active and learn to let go of things, because I'm going to be making my money back and then some through my own means of madness. Barbie sequence beaded patch. I have one more, and I threw in a little bracelet here. I love boobies. Those could be very valuable if you find the right one. I think I sold one hat, which is going to be this one, Ford Mustang. This was brand new with tags, sold for I think $5. And then this one sold for $4. This probably goes for like $20, $30 on eBay. But I had it in a pile, and I said, I need to sell this stuff. I want to get rid of it. And I did. So there's different values for things that you're looking for in business. And when you do like I did, just have too much stuff, it's time to let go and get your space back. And today is a big progress in that. This is another Walking Dead. Sold to the same person that bought the other one of Glenn. And then the bag that I got, the Tory Burch bag that I got from Hawaii, I sold it when I went to the swap meet out there at Aloha Stadium, I believe. Sold. So I am stoked to be back on Whatnot and selling on there. I didn't have any like jitters this time. I was super comfortable. I had plenty of rest. I got what I needed to get done for the whole day, and that was making sure I clear out of the storage unit. And I did that. Freaking ecstatic about it. I ended up canceling my StreamYard membership. That was around $50-$60. So that's another $60 in my pocket on top of the $200. And I'm just removing things that I don't need. I want to focus on my essentials of bare bones and start overs. And it is helping me a lot, especially mentally, and not feeling overwhelmed and anxious. My space is starting to clear up more and more. Next two things are my office along with my garage. Thankfully, the weather is starting to cool down, and I get to work out of the garage again, as well as work out in the garage. After the Whatnot auction, Carla said, there she is. Carla said, "You want ramen Sora?" I can't say no to ramen Sora. This place is good, even if it is 101 degrees. You got to try it out yourself. This is one of our #1 spots to go to. Even in the hottest weather, there will be people eating here as long as they're open. All right, go ahead. we'll be taking you along with us, so hang tight. But we take another little road trip over to a new spot. We are now over on District 1, across from 168, which is a nice Korean grocery store over here. Nice market to get some goodies at. And we've been to a couple of places over here. I don't recommend all of them, but there is a Ramen Tatsu. That is a good place right over there on that side. Let me see if I could zoom in for you, because I'm blind myself. But we are walking over to that side. This place could be really hard to find parking. And fortunately today it wasn't too hard, but I did have to make a couple of turns. Sometimes people will be standing in the spots or waiting in their vehicles, and it seems like they're leaving, but they're not. I feel you, guy. I feel you. You almost want to use one of these spots, but they're made for people, handicaps. Whoa, zoomer. All right, finally getting to the spot that we're looking for. And it's gonna be this one right here. Urban Matcha. Matcha is really good for your stomach if it's real matcha. This place has been different things in the past. Is it this one? Matcha hours, Sunday through Thursday, Friday to Saturday, noon to 10 p.m. Yes, they are open. Dave, we've been here before. Is it? You want to go sit over here? Want to see my Frodo feet? Some nice seats. Try it. Is it good?
It's not what I was expecting, because I thought it was more like sorbet style, but it's actually more like ice cream.
Is it like lychee or okay lychee?
Vanilla lychee.
Vanilla lychee?
Oh my god.
You okay? Carlos choking. Oh, that's a pretty good taste.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, my friends. Welcome back. It's the following day. It is Monday, and I already took out the trash. Bulk day today in my area. Yesterday's whatnot auction went pretty good. I didn't have any nerves or butterflies. I felt calm and collective, and I was telling me not to get anxious, because I often do. And this is the first time, and I think ever, that I wasn't having butterflies or feel nervous or anxious. And that's a good thing, to get excited about stuff. But it didn't take over me. This time I was really in control of my emotions. And it's funny to say that for some people that are like, why is it a big deal to sell and whatnot? Some people get it, some people don't. And I just stayed calm. I enjoyed the chat. I was able to communicate with the chat, keep up with it to the best of my abilities, and get a nice flow of showing auctions and moving on. I will say that when things do not sell, because I probably showed around 3 times as much items than what I sold. So when something doesn't sell, this is what you should do. For example, say I'm showing this shirt and say, hey, if you change your mind later, or if you're thinking about somebody else that it might be a good gift for, that go ahead and ask for me and I'll bring it back up. No problem. It happens all the time. If not, I'll have it in the next show if you change your mind then. And sure enough, I had a few items that would pass and nobody was interested in. And somebody would comment saying, hey, can you rerun this? And it happened like 3 or 4 times, which is good, because that ended up helping to get up to 17 sales. So I ended up selling 17 items. And out of those 17 items was in total sales $78. I will be having more whatnot auction sales and do a comic book sale here in the future. If people are interested in comic books or know that if somebody is, I'll have a sale coming up probably next week or sooner. So stay tuned for that. I haven't made a video about some of the items that I have right here because I've just been busy, being busy, productive, I should say. All right, one of these, I don't remember which one, but one of these is from eBay. I think it's this one. I just sold some jeans, Levi's Timberland jeans. I believe they sold for $30, and then everything else is from Whatnot. Carla made some shrimp. I heated it up and it smells delicious. Time to eat before I get hangry. Righty then, ladies and gents. Time to maybe head over to the gym, depending if Carla's not hungry right now. I just scheduled my next Whatnot auction for this Thursday at 6:15. That's going to be Pacific time. That is the time that works for me when I know that Carla's at home or going to be home. So when she leaves, I try to schedule it right after that. So I just get to going. I'm going to have a variety of t-shirts and different categories that I list things off of by weights. The first one's going to be hats and caps. That I have it all start at $5 because I have shipping boxes and people could price them at 10. They could do whatever they want, but I like to start my hats at $5. They're going to be mixed, modern, and vintage. And then I have t-shirts, and these are the flyers that I make for this stuff to make it easy for me. And then I have 8 to 11 ounces. That could be anywhere from t-shirts, lightweight items like toys, and a variety of other things that don't require a box like hats. And then I have 1 to 2 pound items that are going to be more like sneakers, different types of shoes and brands, and maybe some other items that aren't shoes that are going to be into the weight category that I've placed in either one of them that matches. So folks, if you haven't already, check me out on Whatnot. I think right now there's around 35 of you all who have registered under my affiliate link and have not taken advantage of it. So let me know what you're looking for. If you're looking for stuff like that I can bring it over to Whatnot, I will, to help things be easier and understand what you're looking for as well. So although this is a vlog channel, I'm also working on branding myself, and the best way to know what my customers are interested in is to get their feedback. So I appreciate that from you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and week. I am working much more smoother, not being back and forth, and even having the storage unit on my mind. So that is like such a nice weight off my shoulders, my chest, my conscience. And saving money is a good thing, because when this next payday for me comes up, I'm going to be able to see that extra money and put it right over in a savings for something special here in the near future or far future for me and Carla. I want to do something special for her. I just don't know what yet. And I don't want it to be like a staycation. I want to get out and just have a new experience with her. And I think I know what that is. And it's almost the right time for that. So I might be able to save and make enough off of these auctions to get there. So making money is one thing, but putting it to use for something special is also another thing, and save at the same time. That's amazing. Even if you could save $5, $2 here and there and not touch it and just keep seeing it grow, it's such a good feeling. And I'm glad that I'm able to do that now. For the longest time in the past, I wasn't able to save money much paycheck to paycheck off of where we were in Hawaii. And when we came over to Vegas, things started changing for the better. We started seeing that we don't have to share a small popcorn at the movies and share a drink, which felt like never enough, but it was always more than enough to spend time with the love of my life. And things started gradually improving the more and more Carla and I talked about our goals and what we wanted to do and support one another the best that we can and keep us in line with things. Because I'm the one that would be wanting to do anything and everything, because you have these big, fascinating, great ideas, but you could only do one thing at a time and make the most of it. And then once you nail that, then you could add other things. So for me, that ended up just being a hard pill to swallow, because I want to do it all. I want to try to find answers and make things the best for us and not be frustrated financially, because that's a hardship nobody likes to go through. But when you get through it, you realize not to make these same mistakes in the past. So saving is really, really good. And this Thursday, I am going to be meeting up with friends. I'll be taking you along on that one too. I'm really excited about that one. I'm kind of hungry now, but I also want to work out. So I want to see if Carla's awake and let that be based off of her, what I do next for today. So stay tuned, folks, because as you see, my vlogs are going into days where they piggyback off each other, where you see me now and then the next video you see me wearing the same thing. I did take a shower. Okay, I do shower. I'm not wearing the same clothes every day. But there was a point where I had no point to wear the same clothes every day. I was just that poor and that broke. So now, not so much. Not rich, but I am rich in love and rich in happiness. And I think that's what matters. And that's important to me to share with you all. Because things can change if you're willing to make changes.